You know, it's kind of understandable because she has salty comments, but still she can handle salt.
To our food lovers out there, this is how to Foodie Nation. Today we're back at Cannes to do an apricot glazed leg of lamb using lamb from Cannes Poultry and Meats Limited. So let's get cooking.
Okay, see?
We getting a little complicated on them today?
No. Not complicated at all.
Not
if
complicated?
it's one thing that this show isn't about, is complications at all.
It's about the simple.
And that's what we do. We pride ourselves on that.
Mm-hmm.
We have a beautiful leg of lamb here, compliments of Cannes Poultry and Meats Limited.
Very exciting stuff.
And people might be intimidated by this, but trust me, even as we are in the Christmas season right now, we are going to break this down and really show you how to execute this beautiful apricot glazed leg of lamb that you could impress your family.
Yeah, I'm super excited because for me, it's all about like, how long does it take to cook and am I doing this right? And then the size too, like, you know, it all seems intimidating, but not here.
But I mean, in terms of the size, usually like a leg of lamb could be quite bigger.
Okay.
And that is where the intimidation comes in. But we have this nice size here that Cannes provides.
Good size.
I know you're accustomed with goat leg.
This is not a goat leg.
This is not a goat leg, this
You
is
little
lamb leg, right? You have to watch Kezzy.
Just hush.
All right,
Oh,
so
we started.
let's start with this. All right, let me put this to the side. I have one thought here already. We are going to start with the marinade for that.
Okay.
First and foremost. So let's get started.
Right?
All right, so
There's a
When
bowl of something here that green and
Let's talk.
smelling good.
it smells good, and that's very important. Being that lamb is a game meat,
Yeah.
tends to be a bit fresh. So we need to use certain types of herbs that
Okay.
will quell that gaminess or that freshness.
Ah, okay.
So here we have some rosemary.
Rosemary.
And I picked it off, and I have some already, minced already. And again, you know, I didn't want to really take up too much time.
So you're already throwing it
Already minced some thyme inside there. So woody herbs work very well in terms of things like maybe lamb, goat
Okay,
inside
okay,
there.
okay.
And in addition to that, these are very festive herbs to use around the Christmas
Yes,
time, especially for
definitely so.
feasts and roasts. They stand up very well, and they're not
Smells
very
so good.
subtle that they just be destroyed by the heat.
Okay.
All right, so we have that going on. So thyme, rosemary.
What's next?
We have oil.
It's somewhere over there.
We have some vegetable oil. And what we're going to do is create a great paste to allow this marinade to cling
Okay.
to that lamb leg, all right?
Okay,
So we have that going on inside there.
Right.
We have some minced garlic inside there. Garlic works well with any meat when you think about it. Fish.
Yeah. Garlic is like my favorites.
It's like the DNA of Trinidad and Tobago. We have it in our curry dishes, our stew-based
Puts
dishes.
in everything.
So we have that inside there, all right? To that, we are going to be adding some
Mustard?
Mustard. Because of the slight little, how to say, the tartiness inside of this,
Right.
it marries very well with the gaminess of the lamb inside there.
Okay,
And it allows, because of its texture, allows the herbs to stick to the lamb
Ah,
and create a
okay.
crust.
Makes sense.
All right. So we're going to, so ordinary mustard when you really
Easy
think about it.
peasy.
All right. So I'm going to mix that up. We need
do we
another
need?
ingredient inside there.
What's the next thing we need?
You know what this is? Zessa. Oh Lord, you already, you know, I know to make Kezzy laugh.
We need a little zest, chef? That's
We-
what you meant to say?
We need a little zest. A little zest.
The zest is how to come with the dance.
It had to come in. So when you're doing this, right, you had to move it.
Oh gosh.
Kezzy, show them now. Are you tired of doing this on the show?
Let me use zest and let me zest, sorry,
Right,
and
so
you
listen
use
to
zest
this.
over there.
Zessa.
I can't even do it.
Cooking should be fun, ladies and gents.
Of course.
If you can't have fun in the kitchen with whomever you're cooking with, family members, it is the festive season. Music playing, people, good vibes all around. Make it fun. That is what cooking is all about. So we are using a microplane right now.
Yes.
And
Is that enough zest there or you need some more?
a little more inside there.
A little more
Again,
thing.
citrus profiles inside of this. Sometimes when you see you're cooking with game meats again, citrus profiles, oranges, Portugals, lemons, lime, all these
Any
things
of
help.
those you could use?
You can use those inside there. Portugal
Okay.
is actually one of my favorites. It's out of season right now, but this works well. So we have that. So we're gonna mix that up
Fine.
inside there. Beautiful.
Okay.
Good job. Good job,
Thank
Kezzy.
you.
So you mix that up in the meantime.
Sure.
Take
will
that
do.
here. Now, to roast our lamb, I'm going to do a little treat here for you guys. So, potatoes. We
Yep.
are going to put the lamb on something to stand up on. We can't just rest it like that on the tray.
So we're making a base for the lamb?
We're making our base. It's
This
called
is the lamb foundation?
it's the lamb. This is the sacrificial lamb, so we have to treat it well. All right. No, it's called a trivet. Basically, when roasting, you roast on a tray
Okay.
to allow the juices to fall.
Right.
But here we are going to be using potatoes to allow. Could you help me take these down?
Oh.
To allow
okay,
the lamb
okay.
to
Let me
sit
throw
on
these
something.
in.
Now think about this. A lot of juices are going to be coming out of that lamb, right?
Right.
Especially that marinade that we just made.
Yeah.
So when that mingles and it love up
And
the
it
potatoes
falls.
and it cooks for that 2 hours. And it just like,
So we get double work out of the marinade.
and then you could eat the potatoes when you finish.
I mean, come on. So lamb and side.
Exactly.
Got
And that
it.
is very important, especially when you have family members over for the Christmas season and it becomes a little bit of a hassle. Trust me, this is not a hassle because cooking for the family is going to be fun. And if you can do this, if you're
And easy.
fun of sweet potatoes, by all means use it inside there. I'm using ordinary store-bought potatoes. I've left the skin on because they're going to be taking a battering inside of the oven, roasting. So the skins help hold the potatoes together. And it's good roughage. It also adds character.
All right. So potatoes done.
So easy, right? Marinade, potatoes done. We're going in
Easy.
into our...
Lamb, the star
Oh,
of
that's
the show.
looking beautiful. Now, what I did
So
earlier
nice.
on is that it has a fat cap on top of it. You
Okay.
can leave it on. I took off a little bit inside. Your lamb tends to be a bit greasy sometimes, depending
Right.
on what your health preferences. You
Right.
can. But as it renders down, it does cook with the potatoes. I've
Okay.
just taken some off of it.
Okay.
We need to season it. So you want to give me
Season
some
it.
salt? Sprinkle it on
Certainly.
salt. Salt and
Certainly.
black pepper is the foundation to season any protein that you are pretty much cooking. And of course, here in Trinidad and Tobago, it is very important.
That's good.
Give me some more, girl. Give me some more. Salt
you know
bait
it,
up.
I
So-
go it.
Salt bait. I don't know how effective that salt bait design is or style is, but pretty much
It just looks cool.
beautiful. So we're going in with some black pepper on top now.
Yeah.
And I've always taught you when seasoning, season from upper high,
Up.
so it falls evenly over the product. Now this is a dense piece of meat, Kezi.
So you need a lot of stuff.
This salt, it's God, this man very high blood pressure. No, no, no.
So you
no,
can't
no.
be shy like me with the salt.
No, you can't be shy.
Got
So
it.
I'm glad you know you were shy.
Yeah,
Right.
I knew you was coming back to. I'll know better for the next time.
You know what's
okay?
kind of understand about Kezi? She has salty comments, but still she can handle salt.
Sorry, I will learn. I will learn.
Give me salt again. I'm giving you a next chance.
All
Let's
right.
go again. So again, dense piece of meat, so you want to make sure it covers very well
Give me
with
some
salt.
room now, you. Thank you. You want me to salt it or you want me to salt it?
All right, beautiful, good job. These were my hands coming. A nice little Christmas massage comes inside here. The lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world. Let's go. Marinate it inside there just like that, okay?
Right, right.
Allow
right.
it to bruise the surface area of the leg. That is the salt and black pepper to have
Get
that.
intimate with your lamb.
Exactly, and
Got
to do
it.
that, we are going to be taking our knife, scoring it gently. This is going
Why
to
are we doing this?
It's going to allow heat to penetrate into the lamb to allow
Okay.
it to cook quickly
Okay.
and allow some of the marinade to
So we're not cutting down, just
last. No,
Light
just
across.
Light. It's called scoring.
okay.
You know, fellas outside, they all know how to score, right? Yeah. Yeah, the score is Christmas,
But
you know.
chef,
What?
sick with the lamb, please. Thank
Okay,
you.
Lord. All right, cool. Here I want to do. Give me that beautiful marinade and the
So I
side for
can
that
just
dishes.
pop some on?
Pop inside here, and I'm going to start to marinate. So that's enough for now.
Yeah.
Marinate it inside there like that. Rub it all over. What's going to happen is that all those crevices that we've pretty much achieved there, it's going to go all into the nooks and the
Inside.
crannies and the crevices. All right.
So you can't be shy.
No, you can't
when
be
you're
shy
rubbing
with
this
this.
on.
No, no, trust me, you cannot be shy. Flip him over again, and let's go. Next side.
There you go, my
when,
friend.
when you do this, ladies and gents, you allow this to marinate, if overnight, best. If you're in a rush for time, I would probably say maybe about 2 hours and get it to go inside there. Beautiful, right? Okay, we have that going on nicely inside there. You can use vegetable oil to marinate with us. You can use olive oil. It
Right.
does not matter at this point in time. Get that inside there. Make sure it falls all into the trivets. All right?
Now we're good to go.
What we're going to do is, we're going to get a little fancy. Just going to take a little bit of rosemary and just stick it inside there.
Ooh.
You know,
I
allow it
like
to...
how you stick the cloves in ham.
You want to try?
No, you're doing so well. Go ahead now.
Listen, the
I
more
mean,
I try to teach
please.
Kezi, I so much now.
No, I am learning. I can do this.
I am sorry for Kezi husband, you know, whoever that poor soul outside there. Inside there married. If all looking for Kezi right now, and all figure Kezi gonna cook for all this Christmas, Kezi waiting.
First of all, you taught me enough, so I'll be ready for when the husband reach, okay? Thank you.
All right, my dear.
Thank you.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. So what's gonna happen is that
You're gonna pick this up.
I'm gonna pick this up, and I
All
want you to
right.
bring that tray there for me.
Boom. Boom.
Rest this here. And what I do is I just more or less allow the potatoes just to meld with whatever marinade is
It's
underneath
left,
there.
right.
Right, inside there. Mix it up just like that.
Can I build a potato heap?
Yeah. And what's going to happen is that I am not going to add any additional oil on these potatoes. As this renders down, the oil from the lamb is going to cook the potatoes inside there nicely. So we're watching our health conscious aspect of it nevertheless, all right? So
Using what we have.
Exactly. So we season this up and we have that there. No, we did say apricot glazed leg of lamb.
So where the glaze?
We are going to make that, but we introduce it coming down to the end part of the cooking process.
Okay.
We have my oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I am going to cook this for 1 hour and a half to 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Okay.
After 1 hour of cooking is when I'm going to apply my apricot glaze. You put it in too early, it's going to start to burn because of the high sugar content. So you allow it to get a nice sear, allow it to start to brown up nicely, and then we introduce that glaze onto it.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this in the oven now.
Yeah.
I mean, we can let it marinate for 2 hours. We're hungry now.
Let it marinate now. I want to get the best out of that marinade we made.
Okay, so 2 hours for a minimum,
And then in
overnight
the
for best,
oven.
and then in the oven. Okay, so marinade done, we in the oven. It's time to get a little whiff, right? It's starting to... Because you just laugh at me, but at the end of the day,
It's the expression to the food.
I don't take out it because she's the first one to cut and carve.
I mean, come on.
Come to work.
Okay.
Come, find out
We're
working up.
ready. We're gonna glaze this up.
We need to make the glaze, all right? Medium heat.
Yes.
Some apricot jam. If you want, you could use pineapple. Works well inside there.
Okay.
Lemon jam. I like again the citrus profiles that it offers to game meats. So go inside there, add all of it. And this is store-bought apricot jam. Not hard to get at all.
Easy to find.
Right? Of course, it is sweet, so I know you're all thinking dessert. We are going to change it to the savory profiles right now, so it could match up very well with the lamb. So we're going to add some water.
Sure.
That's how we adjust the viscosity, that is the thickness of the sauce. This has a high sugar content. Let me put it on there. And what I need you to do is to start to stir.
Yep.
The heat will start to break down the jam, so you get one solution then.
Right.
All right? Now, this is how we bring in the savory profiles.
Okay, so we're turning from sweets, bringing in something else.
Right, so perfect vibe on your palate will be like a little bit of salt,
A little bit of sweet.
a little bit of pepper
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
there, all right? So pepper flakes.
A nice balance.
Oh, look how pretty it looks already. And that's a very important with a glaze because this is what you're going to spread on top of your roast, whatever it may be. So it must have character.
Okay.
Some smoked paprika goes inside there. So you see the flavors that we're building, right?
Well, some smoked paprika staying in the bowl.
Listen, just like smokers, it recalcitrant, it's sticking. Let me go inside there. Sorry, smokers. You all know it's not good for you. Smoked paprika, invest in that. Salt,
Of course.
black pepper. Now the idea is that we are going to bring this up to a simmer.
A simmer, not a boil.
Not a boil.
Okay.
Because of the high sugar content inside here,
Yeah.
it will cause the pan to stick.
Right.
And we don't want it to start to burn. We want to allow the flavors to melt together, to infuse within the jam.
Yeah.
And that takes a little bit of time. So once
Okay.
it comes to a simmer,
Right.
we'll cook it for about 8 minutes after.
Okay.
How was that?
So good.
Oh, you see how it thickened up nicely, right? Remember I spoke to you about having those little pieces
Yeah.
of pepper flakes inside there?
Yeah.
And what I was doing is that during the cooking time, after 1 hour of cooking is when I started to glaze it.
Yes, I saw you brushing away.
Well,
Let
you
me
know,
give it a little
that's what I
help
do, you
out
know.
there, so you're not wasted.
All right.
So we just end with a little glaze as well.
Of course, just to, give it a little shine. If they treat it good.
Shiny shine.
And that's pretty much good in essence.
Okay.
So this is our roasted leg of lamb, apricot glazed.
Beautiful.
As you can see how the potatoes cooked down. So they sort of
And
shrivel
it's
up nicely.
all covered with that good old marinade and everything. All
so
that
that's,
goodness.
That's why I told you didn't need to put any set of oil or
Yeah.
inside there or seasonings because it does drip down and marinate and obviously cook those potatoes inside there.
Smells amazing.
Something about pulling out a roast from the oven is obviously brings the family together. You rest it on the
Feels like we're holidays.
table, it's a grand piece, eh?
It's an accomplishment.
And of course, during Christmas time, it's definitely something that you could try. Be a little different, Well, I mean, we dig in now.
Carve away, please, sir.
All right, what piece do you want? You want the whole thing?
I mean, I would have just picked up the whole thing, but
No.
trying to have some behavior.
No, Cassie, We're not talking. Ooh, yes. Look at that.
I definitely have to get some of that good glaze on there.
Look
some
at
of that
that.
crust.
So put that here. Let me put that here.
Pretty.
So I'm going to continue. Look, you see the pieces of rosemary inside here? It was
Yes.
studded. So let me just remove that from inside there. Good, like it went down deep, girl. Right. So we
Just cut around, that's fine.
Yeah, you did say you will eat and floss at the same time, eh? And we continue. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gents.
Beautiful.
You can see the shine on it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's cooked well.
All the way through.
And it's not overcooked. You make those slices like that. And this is obviously something people look forward to when carving
Yes.
an item like this.
Something to be proud of. And it was so easy, not intimidated, not complicated, perfect for the family.
Yes, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
So this is for us to taste.
This is for us to taste. You want some more of it?
No, I feel like this is good.
I think when you see you cooking something like this, you need to show it off. And look at that beautiful character. Look at that.
Yeah,
you can see
it
the
looks
pieces
good.
of the apricot up there, glazed all over. So it's time to taste this. You ready?
Please and thank you.
Oh, you want potatoes too?
Well,
I put one or two pieces of
Just a little
potatoes.
something, you know.
Inside there. And this is because of the caramelization of that beautiful apricot inside there.
Yeah.
They're almost like candied yams. So you want to go in? Be my guest?
Well, I could borrow it for?
Go in. I go in and just so you know.
Well, I want a little potato.
Tell me what you
and
think.
I want a little lamb. There we go.
Oh my lord, look at that.
Ooh.
I'm taking this. That sounds crazy.
Just, I carrying you home for Christmas. Make this fast now. I mean, you show me how, but
I'll just show you how to make it.
wow.
Did you taste the rosemary in this?
Bursting with flavor. It's sweet, it's salty, it's smoky. Everything all in one.
It's herbaceous also.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And how are the
And
potatoes?
these potatoes are so nice. They're soft, they're nice and golden, a little crust.
Ladies and gents, when cooking this, I insert a thermometer, just as I taught you all in our previous video when we did the steak with cans. When you stick the thermometer for the internal temperature, we
Yeah.
aim for 135, 145 internal
Right,
temperature.
right.
I aim for 135 degrees Fahrenheit internal temperature by sticking the thermometer. That's for perfect doneness. Anything more than that is going to be tough. And
This
you-
is excellent, excellent. I think this will be perfect complement to any Christmas lunch, Christmas dinner, any time in the year really.
And we have excellent sides to go with this. We have fried rice, we have potato salad, all those great. We did.
We have bread if you want a real nice sandwich.
I mean,
come on.
We've covered some great recipes, and of course, you know, when we look at our steak video with cans, we did our
Yes.
chicken breast recipe with cans. Now our leg of lamb roast with cans.
Quality meats.
Quality
love,
meats.
Love, love. Be sure, of course, guys, to check out Cans Poultry and Meats Limited. Instagram, Facebook, come into their stores, and of course, like, share. Let us know when you try this lovely recipe. Until next time, of course, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.